Right, welcome to this week's weekly challenges to Gran Turismo 7. So this is November week 1 and we have 5 events to complete to win 3 brand new prizes, which consist of a 6-star roulette ticket for parts, a credit ticket for 150,000 credits, and lastly another 6-star roulette ticket for a car. So once again, we have 5 events to complete to win these prizes, starting off with a European FR Challenge 550. Now this event is going to be taking place at the Nürburgring GP layout. So for this event, it's 2 laps. You're starting off in 12th position. You have to use a road car from any European country, and it has to be front engine rear wheel drive. This event is not difficult to complete at all. For me, I jumped into the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTS from 2015. This vehicle came in at 582 performance points, which is more than the suggested PP rating, which means it was more than capable of getting the event done. Now, usually with the first events of the week, they are a bit more on the slower side, but honestly, this event was just action-packed. It was a lot of fun using this type of vehicle around the Nürburgring layout and just having fun. It was not stressful. There was no point in this event where I thought, okay, you know what, this is a bit of a challenge. It was quite easy, quite a breeze, but it was still fun nonetheless. So moving on to the second event, which is a historic sports car masters around Willow Springs International Raceway. For this event, I jumped into my Lamborghini Miura. So this is a 5-lap event and you are going to be starting off in 16th position. Now you are going to have to work your way up the grid. Now what I actually enjoyed with this event and this vehicle in particular is that with this vehicle it had like zero grip. I'll be real with you, it was sliding all over the place, so I somehow needed to control the vehicle and still make up time. And that's the thing, as the laps go, it just keeps getting closer and closer, so you really have to be on it to really get the win. So this of the events this week was truly a challenge, and for it to be the second event, honestly it is a really good choice. And fun fact, this was actually the first time I tried it out and I had such a blast, and I will actually try it again. Now a perk with using the Lamborghini Miura is the power that the vehicle produces. Now the tune that I use for this vehicle and all other vehicles will be at the end of the video, so if you want to check out what setups I had in the vehicles, they will be at the end. So the Lamborghini Miura, I think I just put a ballast, some weight to it, and moved it to the front, but other than that, the standard power is more than enough to just overtake majority of your competition on the main straightaway. For the third events of the week and our special events of the week, it is all about driving slow cars fast, because we are jumping into a lightweight K Cup event. Now this event is taking place at K Auto Driving Park, and for this event, well, you have to jump into a K car. It has to have comfort soft tires and it has to be under 400 performance points. And when I tell you, the Suzuki Cappuccino that I used had just over 100 horsepower. So yes, it's about going fast in some slow vehicles. Now for this event, I'd say about 95% of the time I was full throttle and I was averaging lap times around 51 seconds. Now it is a 10-lap event and honestly, it was so much fun. I didn't expect to have such a blast with this event, but honestly I highly recommend you trying out this event because it's something that took me by surprise. But I'm so glad that they added this because it was just such a breath of fresh air that is honestly needed in Gran Turismo 7. For the fourth event, we see a hypercar parade around Dragon Trails Garden. Now when it comes to hypercar parade, it is my excuse to whip out my absolute favorite hypercar in the game, and that is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. So this is a 6-lap event around Dragon's Trail Garden layout, and I will be honest with you, the event took a lot longer than I expected. All in all, the event was fun. And with using the Aston Martin Valkyrie, well, I just managed to complete the event in a total time of 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Now this is really fast because the Aston Martin Valkyrie is in a league of its own. There's no other vehicle, there's no other road car in Gran Turismo 7 that can compare to this vehicle. It's absolutely broken, and if you're looking for a surefire way that you are gonna win this event, well, this is the vehicle that you need to jump into. But honestly, in this event, I came up against another Aston Martin Valkyrie, absolutely dusted it. I see that I actually left it so far behind. There was a minute gap between myself and second place, and the Aston Martin Valkyrie that I was racing against actually ended off in third. I actually ended up lapping some of the vehicles, so that just goes to show you how overpowered the Aston Martin Valkyrie is. And talking about overpowered, we have to talk about fifth and final event of the week, and that is the WTC 800 around Autopolis International Racing Course. So for this event, it's you up against Group 3 vehicles, and for this event I jumped into the Jaguar XJR9. I know it's a bit of a cheesed event, it's kind of cheating, but I knew this was going to be a surefire way to get the event done. So it is a Group 1 vehicle that has been detuned to match the performance points recommendation, and that is that firstly your vehicle has to be under 800 performance points, it has to use racing compound tires, and you gotta remember that fuel consumption as well as tire wear is going to be applied to this event. But honestly, with the Jaguar, I could have left it in fuel map level 1 for the entirety of the event and just ran with the vehicle like this. It has tons of downforce, it has great fuel economy. The tire wear on the vehicle, because I wasn't racing hards, was sublime. I had no issue with it, and it lasted me the entire event. I did not have to pit a single time, and well, it's just a good fun event. And I actually found myself racing all the way up into the last lap before I made it into first position. So that just goes to show you how tight this race is actually. But I mean, I did spin out, but we're gonna glaze over that fact. But yeah, this Jaguar XJR9 using a Group 1 vehicle in a Group 3 event, it's cheating, but I knew, okay, as I said, it's a guaranteed win. It was an absolute breeze, and once again it was a no stop run. I said averaging lap times around the 1 minute 45 second mark, but honestly it was a good solid event and one that's really enjoyable. So this is actually a top pick for this week. But if I have to go over my favorite events of the week, well, that is gonna have to be the hypercar parade around Dragon's Trail. Any opportunity I get to use Aston Martin Valkyrie, I'm gonna absolutely love it, and this was no exception. It was so fun seeing absolute dream vehicles go around the circuit, and I loved every single minute of it. So because of that, that is my pick of this week. But hey, let me know your favorite events of this week in the comment section down below, and with this being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.